Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Fredrick, Colorado. My name is Michaela, and this morning I'm going to be taking you guys through a brand new inventory piece that we just got, I think last week. Brand new 2024 Cimarron Norstar 4-horse slant load with our Outlaw conversion inside. This one is really cool. I really like how it turned out. There's lots of options on this guy, so I'm really excited to show it to you. But of course, before we get to the trailer, we're going to go ahead and run through all of those numbers with you guys together. So starting first at our Cimarron drawing, taking a look at the overall big picture here, the biggest question I always get asked is how long is it? So this one here is going to be 34 feet 6 inches on the floor with your 8.2 nose. Your short wall on this guy is 14.9. We're looking at 8 foot wide and then 7.10 tall with our integrated pod. We're looking at 7.3 tall inside that stall area. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at what all that 14.9 interior offers you on your Outlaw conversion. We're going to end up in the nose through a privacy door with a queen size mattress. Second sleeping area we have in this one is going to be a 72-inch sofa sleeper. And then with this one, you actually get a third sleeping area, which is going to be your 72-inch dinette sleeper in your electric slide out. You've got a huge bathroom in this one, and then a really good kitchen as well with all the storage you could possibly want and that you know you always get in your Outlaws. So again, brand new 2024 conversion here. With your Cimarron trailer side, you're getting an 8-year structural warranty and then 3-year hitch to bumper on the trailer itself. Combined with your Outlaw interior, which also gives you 3 years of coverage, you are fully covered nose to tail, inside and out for 3 full years. So really great coverage, longest coverage on the market today to keep you safe rolling down the road. Starting right here at the outside, I always like to start outside because a lot of people that will be using these trailers are going to spend a lot of time outside. Whether your horses are tied up on your trailer or they're camping off the side of your trailer, they're over there in the fairgrounds at the stalls, you're always going to be spending a lot of your time right here outside. So we do have an electric awning on this one. Push of a button, it is going to roll out. We've got some exterior speakers here as well, so you can run your stereo out here. We've got an exterior outlet so you can plug in any appliances out here that you might need. You could also run a portable propane grill out here as well in your exterior space. And then of course we do have that screen door as well. So when you are using your exterior living space going in and out so much, you're not getting all the flies that come along with horses inside your sleeping area. But let's go ahead and step inside and check it out. We're gonna kind of come in and head straight up to your nose area and check that out. So again, Outlaw Flex queen size mattress. Over there in that corner, you have that 32-inch TV on a swivel arm, so it is gonna pop out and move to where you need it to move. There's a little bit of a cabinet space behind it, but up there in the nose is what you guys are looking at right now is probably my favorite feature on this guy is that we did do a headboard back there with a mirror behind it. And I just thought that turned out so sharp, especially once you can get those pillows pulled back and really take a look at it. But I was crawling up in there checking it out, and I thought that just looked really nice, gave it a different feel, a little bit of a different look there. And you guys can see it is fully enclosed with just your single entrance here with that pocket door set up. So if you guys are looking to have that privacy, whether you're hauling with your children or hauling partners and you just want your extra space there, you can get up in there, close that off with your pocket door and have that space to yourself, which I think is really nice. Light switches down here as well as light switches up at the headboard as well. Second sleeping area is going to be on our sofa sleeper right here. Again, this one is 72 inches. This will slide down into your bed, and then underneath is also going to be your freshwater storage. So underneath there, you guys are going to get 60 gallons of freshwater storage, so there's not going to be any cabinetry storage in there. But then also, that's going to flip down right into a bed right there. And what's really nice about this is that if you did have your slide out slid in, maybe you weren't somewhere that you had the capability to push that out and fully set up to live in it, you actually can make this a bed with the slide out slid in. So nothing is going to interfere right there. If you guys can't pop that out and you just need to come in here and spend the night, you can do that in this guy. Real easy to put it back together as well, and goes right back into a couch for you. Up above that, we've got some reading lights right here, and then cabinet storage up here. These Outlaw conversions are real hardwood. This is all nice quality, sturdy, thick, real hardwood. All of that is very structurally sound, really high quality finishes in these Outlaws. Over here, we've got another little cabinet space up here. Down below, we're gonna have our satellite system. And then right here, we've got our AM/FM radio. So this right here is gonna control your radio, AM/FM. You've got auxiliary capabilities, headphone capabilities. You can plug in a USB, you could do Bluetooth as well. But it will control 3 different zones. 1, 2, and 3 is right there for you guys. So zone 1 is going to be up in your nose, zone 2 will be out here in your living space, and then zone 3 is what controls your exterior speakers out there. So that's kind of where all that is going to run off of. And then moving into our slide out, this one here is an electric slide out, so we do not have any water on board right here. Push of a button, this one is going to slide out for you. This also makes our 3rd sleeping space though. So right here is what we call a dinette sleeper. When they're newer, they're a little bit stickier, but down here you've just got these 2 little clips that you're just gonna pop open, get up here and push down on this. I personally am not strong enough to push down. I've actually had to climb up there and sit on them to get them to push down. Very sturdy, very good quality, nothing's gonna break on you, so don't worry about that, but get some weight up there. Sometimes we've just had to clean these off a little bit to get them to really slide properly, but the more you use it, the nicer they get. And what I did discover when I was doing that is that they do automatically pop up as well. So once you get it down there, you pop those back in and lock it into place, slide your cushions over, and it makes your sleeper. But when you unpop those, it is gonna pop itself right back up to your table. So I thought that was really nice that it kind of helps you out and does that. But then you have your bench seating right here. So this is gonna be your great space if you're eating in your living quarters here, but also if you're working remotely. We've had a lot of customers in the past couple years highly sought after these dinette trailers because of the purpose where you could put your laptops here, put your paperwork here, and be able to work remotely out of this trailer very easily. Surrounding in our side out here, we've got a couple windows in this one, but right now I've got all of my night shades down, and I really like the fact that they are color matched. So these are gray shades that really just tie in perfectly with the gray tints in here, as well as your gray fabric on all of your seating areas. I just thought that looked really nice. But we've got a couple different blind options, your night blinds, which are down right now, and then your day blinds, which are gonna block out more of the harsh light, but not quite as much as your night. So you guys can see, you can still see a little bit out there, but if you are working off your computer, it really just eliminates that harsh light from the daylight. Up here we've got USB plugins as well as regular 110 outlets and some reading lights. And then up here we've got flip up cabinets, just getting you guys a little bit more storage. It is one full piece, there is no center divider, so you can access that entire space there. And then the dinette, the really cool storage option on these guys are the drawers. Each of your bench seats, because there's no water on board in our electric slide out, we have 2 drawers. That's gonna be really good extra storage for all of the extra bedding that you would need when you have this many sleeping areas. So if you have extra pillows, sheets, blankets, anything like that, this is a great space to tuck those out of the way, but then easily be able to get to them when you are ready to turn these into sleeping spaces. We do have our privacy pocket door stepping into the bathroom. And then a really good sized bathroom on this one. We do have our toilet located right here. Again, matching tooling kind of tying into the rest of our living quarters out there. And then up above, we've got our shelving cabinet right here. These are fully adjustable shelves, so you can kind of tweak these how you need to. If you've got some taller items or some shorter items and you want to make best use of that space how you need to use it, you can do so. We've got our towel ring right here for our hand towel next to our sink. Really nice sink on this one. Probably nicer than what I have at my house. These Outlaw Conversions are stunning. They amaze me every time. Beautiful backsplash there. And then up above, our medicine cabinet also has some shelves in there. Again, for your smaller bathroom essential items in here. Stuff that you don't want sliding around you. Again, you can put it on that shelf, and it's got that lip there that's not gonna jump off of there once you open that mirror, as if like your airplane luggage when you're put them above the overhead storage. They're not gonna shift in flight. Down here, labeled cabinet storage right here, so water pump and then drain valves, but you guys can see all that down in there. You were to put that back in, you'll have extra storage that you can access from both sides. But when you open that side, you get your toilet paper roll on there, but nice to be able to get to it from both sides so that you can have that accessibility versus having to get in there and try and reach around the corners. And then this one does have a pass-through into our stall area, which our stall area has a full stud divider on it and then that escape door. So those of you looking to use this as extra storage or your mudroom entrance, you can jump in right from the outside right into here, maybe add some extra hooks in here, strip down all of your muddy clothes and head straight into your bathroom versus having to come in through your living quarters door straight into your actual living space. And then your really big wardrobe over here. So it is a dual hanging rod closet, so meaning you have gonna have the 2 hanging rod options for hanging space versus shelving space. This is going to be the extra cushion for when we turn our dinette sleeper into a sleeper versus a dinette. And then right here you actually get a carpeted movable base, so that way it's not just you're screwing the table into the ground, you screw it into a carpeted base. So you can slide this wherever you need to. If you need extra countertop in your kitchen, if you want it by your sofa to eat off of, to work off of, you have a very nice carpeted base that your table back there, which is snapped in place so that doesn't move around, but your table will screw into that base versus screwing into the floor. So again, being able to use it how you need to use it, and then auto lights in there. When you open and close the doors, those lights will turn on and off. Over here, our shower in the corner. I thought these doors were kind of nice, that they were, it just seems odd that they're so see-through, but I thought it was really nice that just allowing the light in here, and it made it feel a whole lot bigger. So I actually really liked the finish on these doors. But again, skylight above gives you guys the extra headroom for the taller people like myself, as well as the adjustable shower head right here, so you guys can use it, move it where you need to move it. I am 6 feet tall, so still plenty of space in here to be able to comfortably take a shower, even though it is in an RV shower. Then we'll step back out and take a look at our kitchen in this trailer. So we have a 6.0 fridge on this one, the 6.0 fridge freezer combination, because we have the 32-inch TV above it. So if you guys change this to a 24, you can fit the 8.0 fridge freezer in there. But if you want the 32-inch TV, you get the 6.0 fridge freezer. Still a great size. You guys can see there's still plenty of room in there for your storage, but if you are spending an entire summer in here, bring an entire family with you, you need the extra space, and you don't care so much about the size of the TV, if you're gonna build one, you can definitely change this to a 24 and get that bigger space there. But I have a cabinet located behind the TV as well. So this will open and be able to swivel wherever you guys need it to go. Thermostat right here, so you can control the temperature. It's got the furnace for heat, it's got AC in it as well, and then it's got just a fan. And then your control board here to be able to see all of your tank levels, and then your propane controls right there. So over in this kitchen, here's going to be our microwave convection oven. So this one does do both. Works as your microwave as well as a convection oven. Up above, got some storage up here. And then next door, we've got a little bit of storage right here. So even though you have this really big microwave convection oven, again, they still do use as much possible space as they can to get you all the storage that they can. Coming down here, we see the same backsplash that we saw in our bathroom carried out here, as well as those gray night blinds, and then your day blinds here as well. Or no blinds, you guys can open that window there. Recessed cooktop in this one, so you guys can see when we're not using it, it does work as counter space. But you do have 2 burners in there as well. So it's going to be your propane cooktop. Really good size though. So I know I always comment on how when it's recessed, it kind of limits your pot and pan size. This one still is a pretty good size, but I always appreciate though when it is put away, you guys have all this extra counter space versus having it set up on the counter and be a little bit more permanent. Over here, kitchen sink. This one is our hammered finish. Looks really sharp in this with the rest of the finishes in this trailer. And then this is going to be a pretty decent sized kitchen sink as well for how much of your counter space you still have left. We also do have a flip up countertop extension here as well. Underneath the sink, kind of just access to some of our plumbing items under here, but still a little bit of storage. But next door to this cabinet is when you're gonna get your 3 drawers over here. So these all will pull out, get you guys some more storage this way. All of your Outlaw warranty handbooks, manuals, all that good stuff is gonna be in this drawer here. And then a third one, a little bit deeper one down here. So good for your kitchen storage space, a little bit of pantry storage right there. We got our hat racks above our exit, and then right here as we step out, kind of look at what I always call our control panel, but awning, I said it was electric awning, push of a button, you control that right here. Same with the slide, it's electric slide out, so push of a button right here. Got your water heater switch right here, and then a fully onboarded generator. So I do have this guy running right now. You can see your fuel level. That button, all it does right there is just turn on your fuel gauge. 10.4 hours, we always run them when they get here to ensure that they work. We fully service them, we run them in our videos to show you guys, it just keeps them fresh if we continue to use them. And a start and stop button right here. This is an Onan 4.0 gas generator. We can turn that off right there. And right now, the rest of our trailer is just gonna be running on battery power. So that's kind of everything that we did jam pack into that 14.9 short wall. Probably the smallest short wall you're gonna see, and still get those 3 sleeping areas. So a really good package for a lot of customers that have family members or traveling partners, multiple people going down the road with you, and they just don't want something out of this world huge. This one's still your very manageable, multiple sleeping area in that 34.6 length. So coming back here to our stall area, we do have drop downs on the hip side. I love these for extra ventilation. You know, we don't always need it here in Colorado, but those that do travel down the road, they travel the entire summer, they don't know where they're gonna end up. Having that extra airflow is huge. When these are thrown up though, you can still use them as bus windows. And I say thrown up because I mean, you gotta throw them up there. You gotta slam them shut. They are meant to do that. They're very airtight seals, so don't feel bad to do that. But when they are up there, you still have your sliding bus window if you don't quite need all that ventilation. We do have an awning light up there, one of your 16-inch LEDs, getting you some visibility over here. It's kind of your outdoor space as well as over your tie rings, because we have a few tie rings on each side. Down here, you guys will notice this amber light. This is gonna be your amber turn signal. Because of how long these trailers are, we just like to let people know when you are driving down the road, you have this extra light, letting people next to you know that you are trying to get over. And then you guys will notice we just did a tandem axle on this one. So we've only got the 2 axles. These are 9,000 pound axles. So they're gonna be our 9K axles on 17.5s. They're Continentals, they're great tires. And this trailer is air ride. So you guys can see that emblem back there. I've kind of got it hidden behind our door, but this is gonna be air ride. You guys will notice how much higher it is. Right now, I've got my air turned on. So once you turn that off, it will set back down on there. But the air ride suspension is phenomenal when you are spending this much time on the road. Your horses will get to where they're going and either be ready to rodeo, be ready to horse show, or just be ready and relaxed and not have to worry so much about horses getting upset when they travel so much. So this one here is a side load. We've got our full rear tack back there on this one. So stepping up into our side load, we do have a drop down window on this door as well. This one has Werm flooring poured into it. Really popular option because it just eliminates the seams that you have with rubber mats. So for those of you with horses that paw, like myself, mine will paw for 5 minutes down the road. They don't care how far they're going. They will paw up the rubber mats, they'll get shavings under them. Not with this. This is non-porous, non-permeable, no seams, it's all sealed. So you can throw your shavings on top of here, you can power wash your shavings out and never have to worry about anything getting to your aluminum floor underneath. And then this divider back here is actually what we call a breakover divider. So you guys can see right now I've got it broke over, I guess, for lack of a better word, to get all this space coming in here. So a lot of people are concerned with the side load. They've got horses that have never seen it, never used it. This is gonna get them so much more confidence having this much space. But if you have broke horses that can still get in and out, they know what they're doing, I think this is still, in my opinion, enough space to get them in and out. So this is where it will go normally, but it is nice having these AR latches right here to just break that over, get it out of the way, and have so much more room to work with. We did do airflow dividers in here. They're padded dividers as well. I love the padded dividers. The airflows are really nice. We also call them bar type or airflow. Nice to get the air movement through here. Nice for horses that travel better when they can see their friends. You guys will also notice we did the airflow parts in between their heads as well. So this trailer does have mangers on it. It's actually got manger on our escape door as well. So it's got mangers for all 4 stalls, but the head grills up here are also bar type. So if they ride better when they see their friends, this is going to be a great trailer for those customers. Each stall is also going to have 2 tie rings, which I personally love the versatility of those. I don't always use the mangers because my horses will just nose the hay out of there and throw it on the ground trying to get to the good stuff underneath. So typically what I'll do is I'll tie my hay net or my hay bag up here, let them eat out of that. Whatever falls into here, then they can eat out of the manger, and then I tie them up right there. You guys can also set a water bucket in here if you want to offer them some water. It's nice to have that space right in front of them to use. This one here is our stud wall, but we did do extended bars as well. So it's going to be your full stud wall, floor to ceiling, which is nice if you are using this for storage. Having the extra space in here for your Rubbermaid tubs and just being able to stack them up if you're loading your hay in here as well. Your integrated pod is already full and you want to be able to store more hay in here, you can stack it up really high and not have to worry about it coming out over the top of that divider. I've got my escape door kind of tied open right now so we can check it out when we get outside as well. But that one does have a manger on it too, so it will come into right here. You guys can use from there back as storage. You can use this as your mudroom entrance straight into your bathroom, which we just checked out right there. We've got our OptiBrite LEDs over each stall, so tons of visibility in here. You guys can see these big open squares for your drop-down windows here. And then as we step out, up above your head, you guys will notice a head bumper, which is really great for the horses that do anticipate. They get a little bit elevated as they leave. They have this head bumper here. This is still 7'3" interior height in here because of our integrated pod up top. So keep in mind if you guys are hauling warm bloods in trailers with the integrated pod, even though it's built as 7'10", you're only getting that 7'3" interior height. So something to keep in mind for customers needing that extra height. Maybe their horses just get claustrophobic. We've had some of those customers lately too that they need that full 7'10". This one is not it, this one's 7'3". So back here is going to be your full rear tack. We did a single door on this one. It's fully carpeted, which means your door is as well. We've got our swing out saddle pads right here. So those will swing out on our gas shock. You can load a ton of pads on there. I ride all my pads with liners, so I've got 2 on each one and still could fit so much more. Down below is our brush tray. I love these brush trays. Fill them full of stuff. Especially right now, I've got fly spray, I've got mane and tail detangler, I've got all my brushes, I've got rubber bands, I've got treats. I can keep some of their meds in there. They're on Prevocox, so that's in there as well. But you can jam pack that full of stuff and it never really seems to overfill it. Those are really big size. We've got our swing out gas shock saddle rack right here as well. So all your saddles will go right here. My favorite saddle racks on the market, any trailer I've ever hauled, because they never come off of here. No matter what you do, no matter how fast you're going, how hard you're braking, how sharp you're turning, my saddles have always stayed on there. So I am really confident that yours will as well. The carpeting is nice, but also their wither block that sets up in the gullet of the saddle. Same as your horse's withers to keep that on there. These are fully adjustable though. So you guys take your wrench and loosen these bolts right here. You can slide them up and down anywhere on this track that you need to. You probably could add a 5th one because you have your full down step right here. You could reach a 5th one right here. But stepping in over on our right hand side, we've got 3 different shelves over here. They're going to be the same shelves you guys see in our runaround trailers with our 2-inch lip and our rubber mat inside there. Really nice to have the extra storage to keep things up off the ground and kind of eliminate having to have so many different bags and door organizers and all kinds of different things. It's really nice to have the shelves for that storage. Fully carpeted all around in this trailer, and we've got 2 rows of bridle hooks on our partition wall right here. So plenty of hanging space. We've got our shore power cord right here. This one is 30 amp service because it's got the one AC unit, but I'll show you guys later where we hook that guy up to. Over here, this little cutout right here is going to be our fuel tank for our generator. So that's where that is, that you can access that from the exterior. But up above, we did a little bit of a shelf up here as well, just to really fully utilize this trailer and get you as much storage as we possibly could. And then over behind me here, we did do a 48-gallon Half Moon water tank in this one, just to get some different options in these trailers. We don't have a lot of rear tacks that have the water in them. We've got a lot of customers that like the water in them. So we went ahead and put that Half Moon shape so it's flat up against the wall, fills up top right here, and then it's got two spigots down below. It's got a higher up one here that could fill buckets, but then it's got that one on the bottom. And you guys saw me earlier in that brush tray, I pulled out a 10-foot hose. That's gonna connect down there. And then it is 10 feet, so it'll fully run out of your rear tack here. You can use it to fill buckets. I know they're just gravity fed, but I've actually been surprised at how much pressure they do have, because my horse drinks insanely quickly from his water buckets, and it will still fill a water bucket faster than he can drink it. So I think you could also really use it to wash off muddy boots, even wash off your horses at the end of a mud run or a hot trail ride or a hot horse show, anything like that. I think that water on board is really nice, so that way you're not taking from your house water or your fresh water tank up in your LQ. And then right here, our easy angle ladder up into our upper storage. Again, this one has an integrated hay pod, so built into the roof line, fully enclosed. Great extra storage for hay, shavings, grain, other stuff. I did have a tractor at one point to get my stuff up there, but when I didn't, I used it for the lighter weight items as well. Just nice to have that storage to get it out of your nice carpeted tack room. There is a light up there on your deck extension, and you guys also have a fully enclosed box over there for your Onan 4.0 gas generator. And those two pedestal lights up there, shining light down outside of your rear tack. We've got lights inside of our rear tack. And then this trailer here also has reverse lights or backup lights on it as well. Each of our rear posts, so even over on that side, is going to have light switches as well. There's a lot of lights on this trailer. So we've got 3 switches here and 2 over there. These ladders are really nice to use. I've liked the mechanism that they have changed. It's actually going to be one of these like paddle latch locks right there, which are my favorite locks. Makes it so much easier to use than the previous style. All you do is pick it up, slide it in there, and it locks right in. It did all the work for me. I didn't have to do anything, and you can lock that as well. So now that just eliminates the possibility of this coming loose and sliding down the road behind you when you're traveling. They are just so easy to use, user-friendly, and safe. Nice that it comes out at an angle too, so you can get up and down quite a bit easier. I just showed you guys our fuel tank for our generator. Your exterior fill is right here. So you guys can drive through a gas station or a truck stop. Remember, this one is gas, not diesel. So make sure you're filling it with gasoline, but that's gonna fill right there. We got drop down windows on the head side. You guys will notice same really big size as the tail side, but we've got the jail bars over here, so that way they're not sticking their heads out as you drive down the road. So you guys can drive like this. They lock into place, same as the other side. But what's nice is that if you need to get to your horses, if you need to check on them, feed them, water them, you can drop those jail bars down and access your horses right here. I would recommend, since we have some manger storage behind here, got my air ride on, it's up there. It's quite a bit up there. So make sure you carry an extra bucket or a step stool with you so you can get to your horses. And then same with these windows. Slam them shut. They're airtight. They're meant to slam. That's how we use them. And then a bus window right here if you don't quite need this much airflow. And I'm gonna get these shut so you guys can see our manger storage down below. And these are really nice. They're all one compartment, but you can open all 4 of them. It's got 4 different doors because the escape door has a manger as well. But we did fully carpet this wall and added a row of bridle hooks at each door. There are lights in here as well. But nice to have even more hanging space. Like this would be a great spot for that power cord that we saw in the rear tack. Extra halters, stuff like that that you just need. You don't want it taking up space in your tack room, but you still want it hung up nice and neat. There's an option for that there. You've got your oversized manger storage right here. Another amber turn signal right there. And then our escape door right here, like I keep saying, has a manger on it as well. I'll show you guys right there. So you can do it either way. You can have it with a manger or without a manger. This one is opted with the manger, and you still get storage with it as well. So we'll get this shut. Now you can access underneath your manger and have a little bit extra storage right there. Just Cimarron and Outlaw really do together a great job of getting you all the storage space you could possibly need, because they know exactly how much tack we have and how much living quarter stuff we have going down the road with us, even if it is just for a weekend or for a couple weeks of a 4th of July run or something like that. We're gonna have so much stuff with us. Now they've utilized all this storage space. Okay, so this is gonna be where you're plugging in that shore power cord that we talked about. Your 30 amp service is right here. So if you do have hookups and you're not gonna wanna run your generator, you have that option there. City water connection. If you do have hookups, you can hook up to on-demand water right there. And then down below are black and gray dump valves for those tanks. And this is just the back side of our slide out. Again, that's that electric slide out with the dinette in it. But on the front side of that, we have our freshwater fill. Now remember I talked about and I showed you guys how our 60-gallon freshwater tank is under our sofa? Well, that's right here. So that's gonna be even if you just want to fill that tank directly. So this is not an on-demand hookup, this is just direct fill. This is direct draw from that tank. So if you are filling stuff, if you want to fill water buckets here, rinse stuff off, just know this does come from your 60-gallon fresh water, which is why we have that extra water tank in the back for your horses. So you're not using house water for them back there. And then up front here, we've got our oversized 30-pound propane tanks on this one, so the extra big ones. Up here, we've got our battery box, aluminum lockable battery box. We're gonna have 3 batteries in here, 2 for the house and then 1 for your air ride. Our battery disconnect is actually gonna be over here, so you don't have to worry about getting in there to get to that disconnect. They made it super easy, just right here. So you guys can flip that off. Like right now, I've got lights on everywhere, and I turned that generator off. If I wanna run into town for errands or dinner, groceries, anything like that, all I'm gonna do is just flip that off and make sure I don't accidentally kill my batteries by leaving lights on. Matching spare tire right here. This one actually does have hydraulic disc brakes on it, so our hydraulic fill is right here. Those are hydraulic disc brakes. And then down here we've got 2 of our equalizer jacks. These are electric jacks. They do have a manual override if something were to happen to those batteries. And then over here, we're coming back to this corner, tucked back in there, you guys can see our air ride control. It's all fully onboarded system. It has an onboard compressor, super easy to use. It's a raise and a lower and an on and off. So right now it's on and it's on raise. When you guys are done, flip it to lower, flip it to off, and then you've got your drain valve right here. So once you get done with it and you turn it to lower, just make sure you do pull on that. You're gonna wanna drain the air out so that it doesn't cause any condensation, which would then leave water in your lines. So again, just a good maintenance tip there. Make sure you do drain it when you are done with it. So this trailer has an empty weight of 16,360 pounds. With your 2 9,000-pound axles, you're getting a GVWR of 18,000 on this one. Keep in mind the transfer weight or your tongue weight that will transfer to your tow vehicle. You guys are gonna transfer usually around 25%, so you have that extra wiggle room to work with. But as we mentioned before, it's a 34/6 floor length. Your 8.2 nose gives you a really good manageable overall length on this one. 8 foot wide, 7'3" tall inside, but 7'10" tall is how it's built. And that 14.9 short wall with 3 different sleeping areas. Brand new 2024 Cimarron Norstar, 8-year structure warranty, 3-year hitch to bumper, 3 years on your Outlaw as well. You guys are checking out your stock number there. Go to transwest.com, the bottom right-hand corner, you can type in 5N231394. If you guys are watching online, you guys can just look in the description of this video and click on that link as well. This trailer has been photoed, all the pictures are online. One thing I forgot to mention, which you guys will check out in those photos, is that this trailer, the sides, the aluminum extrusion is fully polished on this one. So it looks beautiful and turned out great in those photos as well. It's really shiny, so it's one of my favorite trailers, which is why I dibbed it for videos this week. But check out those photos, take a look at how shiny it looks. And if you have any questions, my contact info will pop up on your screen. You guys can reach out. I can send you these drawings. I can send you all these spec sheets, and we can answer any questions you have. My name is Michaela. My cell phone will be 303-918-6367. You guys can call or text. And then my email, Michaela.guys@transwest.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to helping you.